Hello students, I, Miss Kavalpreet Kaur Puri, welcome you to my YouTube channel, Kavalpreet Ma'am. And as you all know, I am guiding students for NETSET examination. If you are new to my channel, I request you to check my post related to the paper 1 syllabus discussion and all the 10 units of paper 1. So today I'll be discussing about paper 2 commerce. If you are appearing for the first time or you are not aware about what this exam is all about, I just want to give you a brief note about it. It is an entry level exam for assistant professor. SET is state eligibility test, and when you qualify this examination, you can apply for assistant professor in any of the state level university and colleges. So it means if you qualify SET, your job prospects are limited to that state only. But if you qualify National Eligibility Test, NET examination, then you can apply as an assistant professor all over the India in any of the Indian degree colleges and universities. So it is my suggestion to always qualify for the NET exam. And once you complete your master's part 1 with aggregate 55%, you can apply for this exam. Aggregate 55 means in part 1 also you should get 55, in part 2 also you should get 55. Now let's understand the structure of this examination. We have only 2 papers as of now under NETSET, and both papers are MCQs, that is multiple choice questions. For every question we will be given 4 options. Paper 1 under commerce, or you can say those appearing for UGC pattern. If you are under mathematics and science stream, then you need to check CSIR guidelines. So under UGC we have commerce subject, and for that paper 1 is general and compulsory for all, where we get 50 questions and each and every question is for 2 marks. So paper 1 is total 100 marks and time duration is 1 hour. Moving on to paper 2, which is commerce for us. It has 100 questions, again 2 marks each and 200 marks. So total time duration for paper 2 is 2 hours. Just a note for you all students, if you have completed your MCOM, irrespective of your specialization, whether you have completed in business management, accountancy, finance or banking, you are supposed to select commerce as a subject under NETSET examination. Those who want to opt for management subject for under NETSET, they should be MBA. Okay, so this is the only difference, and please check the guidelines where it has been clearly mentioned that it is advisable to appear for the subject under NETSET in which you have completed your master's or post graduation. So students, this should be your criteria, and understand we have 300 marks. For that we have 180 minutes. When I've highlighted the time in minutes, it means time management for such paper is very much important. And just a note, there is no negative marking under paper 1 or paper 2 under the UGC pattern. Now, what makes this exam difficult? You must have been struggling with this exam, or you must have heard from someone that I am not able to qualify. So here just remember, we don't have to pass. Although passing is 40% in each paper, we need to qualify, that is we need to reach the merit list of this paper. Okay, it is merit list is completely different for each and every subject, and it depends upon the that attempt result. From the time I'm guiding students for NETSET, commerce cutoff is generally for a open candidate, that is open category candidate, it is from 58% to 65%. So if you want to qualify as an assistant professor, your target should be at least 65%. Now let's discuss the syllabus of paper 2 commerce, which has been updated in June 2019. So whichever book you want to refer, make sure you are comfortable with the language of that book. whether you are studying from e-content, make sure whatever you study from whichever book you study, it covers all the syllabus which has been updated since 2019. So today I'll be discussing just the name of the units. So let's understand first unit. It is business environment and international business. Earlier they were both separate topics, but now they have been merged in only one unit. Unit 2 is accounting and auditing. Earlier auditing was not asked majorly, but now they have updated. What changes is with respect to accounts and finance subject. Earlier we had a topic called as financial and management accounting, which I mentioned in the brackets, and but now they have updated in accounting and auditing, and unit for business and finance, that is also part of it. Okay, so for accounting and finance we have unit 2 accounting and auditing, and unit 4 business finance. Unit 3 is business economics, no major change. Unit 5 is business statistics and research methods. Now, earlier it was called as business statistics and data processing, but now there is a benefit for commerce students, because if you have completed your paper 1 topic research aptitude, a part of that is always asked in research methods. So this topic in fact becomes more easier for us. Unit 6 is business management and human resource management. Again, they have combined 2 topics into one. Earlier, both were asked separately. Unit 7 is banking and financial institutions. No major change. Unit 8 is marketing management. Again, no major change. And Unit 9, legal aspects of business. Here, they have added this topic since 2019. And as commerce students, we have studied this subject either as business law, company law, industrial law. So please study it thoroughly, because it is going to benefit us. And unit 10 is income tax and corporate tax planning, earlier which was called as income tax law and planning. So only difference is income tax and corporate tax planning. Students, just remember, although we have 10 units under paper 2 and we have 100 questions, paper 2 is never predictable. Okay, we cannot expect equal weightage for each and every topic. It may happen in one attempt they are focusing more on one topic, and in another they may be focusing on other topics. So we need to study thoroughly, and in my coming videos I'll be sharing about in-depth discussion related to commerce paper, which will benefit management students as well. Then I'll be discussing about tricks and tips related to paper 2, types of questions asked, and if you have any queries related to this paper, please comment and then I'll reply to you all. If you're new to my channel, I request you all to kindly subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. If you have any query, I'll be happy to answer your queries also. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. Keep studying. Stay safe at